Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak. Our friend Mike Loughlin is here in studio. Let me get those mics up there. How you doing, Mike?
What's up, Sir Matt?
Let's see. Keep talking.
Is that good?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Are we unleashed here? Is this unleashed too?
This is Matt Connerton Unleashed.
So we're unleashed, okay.
And we are live from the studios of WF. Oh, sorry. Strum that guitar a little, please, would you? Ooh, that sounds gorgeous. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. So Mike Loughlin, of course, and I got to adjust this camera because you got to have a camera on you. Mike Loughlin, very old friend. Yeah, I always say, I was saying this morning when I was talking about who's coming on the show today, and you've heard me say this 1,000 times. I can always remember exactly how long I've known you. You remember why, right?
I do.
I met you, I think it was literally the week of 9/11.
We have that power over the event. Our friendship, I could make a really horrible joke, but I won't. But we'll leave it there.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
No, but that it's very easy to remember how long I've known you. So it's been 25 years. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's time. Time doesn't just fly. It's so fleeting. I don't even. It feels like, honestly, like 10 years ago, but like it's 20. Yeah.
It goes faster. You notice it goes faster as we get older?
Yeah, I think it's a downward spiral toward the toilet bottom. You know, it's like it goes quicker.
Yeah. And it sucks. Have you noticed that? How much it sucks?
Yeah.
That it works that way?
Hurts more. Yeah. My knees.
It's all terrible. I don't have any of those problems yet. I'm actually holding up really well. But see, I assume, because physically, I still feel like I'm 25. But I think what that is I'm just one of those people who I'm just going to wake up one day and it's all going to crash all at once. Like I'm just going to wake up one morning with debilitating back pain and can barely walk, and it's just all going to hit me all at the same time.
I think yes. So how are your eyes?
Good.
So are mine. I have really good eyes too.
Do you? Yeah.
But I keep same way you just said. I've heard from many people, including a brother of mine, that like you're fine, and then the cliff.
Right.
It just comes. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Got that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'd rather. I think I like it the way I like it the way I'm maintaining for now, at least, because I can still delude myself into just thinking I'm going to feel this way forever,
yes.
even though I'm not going to see the cliff coming. But I guess you're not supposed to see the cliff coming, or it wouldn't be the cliff.
But remember, you're not a mere mortal, Matt. You are a former Mr. Olympian, so therefore that is a thing that you are not just amongst us minions here. You're a man amongst men.
Thank you for mentioning that. Nobody ever brings that up, that I'm a former Mr. Olympian.
It is on your IMDb, I thought.
It is, yes. Nobody ever gives me credit for it, though. It's almost like they think it's fake or something.
I don't consider it fake.
That's right.
Don't check. Don't look up. Don't data. Don't look for real facts. Just accept truth.
Yes.
When it comes from the mouth of anyone, it's more fun. That's what I say. It's more fun.
Exactly. Well said, sir. Well said. So, of course, you are a musician from the area.
Rumored to be.
Yeah. How's your live schedule been? You've been playing a lot?
I've been playing. I mean, I don't know. Last time I talked to you, I think I told you that I have like a vocal condition that kind of makes it rougher for me to play consistently, like back-to-back nights and stuff like that. So
you're still dealing with that?
It's going to be a chronic thing, I was told. So,
like, as in you're just stuck with it forever?
I can manage it, but it's like, probably. I mean, it's like, there's certain. I was told dietary habits can change things, but I went on a really strict diet and I didn't see any difference. So I was like, this is not fun.
Oh wow.
So it's. I think part of it's probably psychological. You start overthinking, because it's all about my tension in my vocal cords. Yeah. So if you get nervous or you start thinking about it too much, that becomes a problem with your vocal cords because your upper body tenses up.
Oh. So it works the same as ED, is what you're saying.
I mean, let's just put it in the same. Let's put it in the same category.
Sure. So how do you manage it? So do you just don't play?
I don't play. I can play basically. I play mostly once a week.
Okay.
Sometimes twice, but that's rare. It stinks because I really, over the years, and you've known me, I love playing in bands and I miss doing that. But the way of doing, if I had rehearsal time and then gigs, that would make it really hard for me.
Geez, I didn't even think of that part.
So, I'm I go for it vocally, so it's like hard for me to kind of I can't just fake it and be like, okay, tonight we're going to do this and all this, but like the whole feeling of a practice even is kind of the same as a live gig for me. So it's, now maybe that's wrong to do, but that's just the way it is for me. So
Right. Wow. Well, I'm dying to hear you play. It's been so long since, when was the last time you were on the show? I know it's been at least a couple years because this is your first time in the news studio.
It's 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh my God!
Ago? I don't know. Yeah.
No, it can't be that long.
4 years ago sounds maybe right. Maybe right.
Maybe
4, 3 or 4. I remember you had. Who's the guy who you had a great photo on the wall of a painting of one of your boys?
It was probably Gonzo because we used to have a lot of his artwork in the old studio.
Right in front of some guy's head, and it was like a autographed head.
The giant cardboard Peter Whitehead. Yes, that's right. That was
great. I remember that one.
Yeah. Little less space here. This room is smaller, but it's better. You know, the new building is wonderful. It's funny when I first found out we were moving here because this used to be a bus station, and it still shows up on Google as a bus station, which is why there's even a sign on the building that says we do not sell bus tickets here. Because sometimes people still ring the doorbell wanting bus tickets. It's crazy. But when I found out we were first moving here, I was like, oh, that building's going to be too small. We're moving there, really? But it's kind of like one of those magic buildings where you walk inside and there's actually a lot more space in it than you would expect.
It's like that movie, Backrooms. Have you seen the trailer for that?
No.
Yeah. It's like it's a YouTube thing from years ago.
Oh, really?
But it's like one of those old industrial buildings that just seems to go on forever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the premise. It's like this weird space that's in there that's like, how does this keep going?
Right.
So, but it's kind of, it looks like this.
Oh, interesting.
So there's horror to be had. So.
Interesting, yeah. Well, I'm dying to hear you play. What are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play a newer song called On Deaf Ears.
All right. Mike Loughlin here with us live in studio.
Get up on your high horse, I wanna see you ride somewhere where the righteous and the saintly all reside. Let me be a witness, yeah, let me hear amen from the congregation singing songs for only them. And maybe I'm too blind to see, but I know this ain't meant for me. And I just won't be taken for a ride. But if I found the words to say, I wouldn't speak them anyway, 'cause I know where they'd be falling on deaf ears again. Them shining halos, I see the tears you shed. It's only when there's eyes around to see just what you did. 'Cause everything is optics, now everything's for sale. The currency is you and me, our souls are what is bail. And maybe I'm too blind to see, but I know this ain't meant for me. And I just won't be taken for a ride. But if I found the words to say, I wouldn't speak them anyway, 'cause I know they'd be falling on deaf ears again. you're just finally seeing that I'm not playing alone. See, but I know this ain't meant for me, and I just won't be taken for a ride. But if I found the words to say, I wouldn't speak them anyway, 'cause I know where they'd be falling on their feet again. On their feet again. On their feet again.
Oh my God, I love it. Oh, that was great.
Merci, monsieur.
What's that called again?
On Deaf Ears.
On Deaf Ears. What a great track. If you're just joining us, or a great song, I should say, not a track because it's not pre-recorded, but welcome everybody. If you are just joining us, Mike Loughlin is here with us live in studio. That is wonderful. Now, when did you write that? Was that recent?
Probably in the last 5 months.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, so it's pretty
4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Pretty fresh. Yeah. Well, any particular inspiration for that?
I would just call somewhat social media madness.
Gotcha.
Like, I mean, that wormhole of bottomless pit of nothing that I think is killing us and destroying us. That's kind of the inspiration. Somewhat. It's not an obvious, but it's like partly.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been talking about that a lot on. You've been posting about that. Well, actually, over the years. I don't know if I saw something just the other day about it that you posted.
I use it just for my own. I always call it a digital bathroom stall. Like it's not like it's not. I expect nothing. It's just a way to. I usually do either try to provoke by a thought, not like intentionally to try and be a provocateur, but just kind of provoke thought. Or it's not. It's nonsense, I don't think it's healthy for us. Especially Facebook's unique that way because Facebook is people that are. First of all, it's old people now, but it's mostly friends.
Right.
It's not like Twitter or the artist formerly known as Twitter,
right.
X. It's not like that where you're just shooting it off into the ether with people you don't know.
Yeah.
It's people you know, and then you start hating on each other. It's like, I was way too engaged like years ago, and I was like, this is horrible for my mental health.
Really? Yeah.
It was bad, and I was like, all right, this is supposed to just be fun and silly, and I think I kind of took it the way I would take it having a conversation at a bar or in person.
Right.
And I don't think most people are that good faith.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, I like discussing. I find the world fascinating.
Yeah.
Tragically and beautifully and all that. But like it's just not healthy. And I can just talk about myself, but I can see a million people who have the same.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're just unfeeling.
Yeah.
You just want to they're there to destroy, then.
Right.
Okay. Good for you. That's kind of a psychopath, but whatever.
Yeah. My approach to it is, I like to post and ghost. I don't.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Same thing. I did that long ago.
Yep. Yeah. I don't argue with people on social media. Nope. It might be better for my content if I did, in terms of social engagement, because I do, we don't, on this iteration of Unleashed, we don't do political stuff anymore, but as you know, we used to. When I was on an afternoon. So now I keep all that on podcasts, and everything we do here is not, I mean, sometimes we dip into it because it's almost impossible not to.
Sure.
Especially like if I'm talking to a band who has a message that's, one way or the other. Usually only one way. I don't really want to hear too much. I don't really want to let too much of, I'm not gonna have some MAGA band on my show. I guess is what I'm trying. I'm not gonna interview Five Finger Death Punch or something like that. I guess is what I'm saying. But but
don't you find that as okay? So as an interviewer, though,
yeah,
I would say either way. If you're so anti-MAGA or pro-MAGA, that's boring to me. Mm-hmm. I can see why you like or dislike.
Yeah,
but I don't understand it's boring as a thinker. I'm always kind of a nuanced person, and that gets me hell from everyone.
Right, I know.
So like, it's like, oh,
I see it play
like
out.
I can go this way and go, I see the point. I try to be pretty fair in my devil's advocacy.
Yes.
And that drives, by the way, just for the kids at home listening, it's horrible for your brain because it makes me feel schizophrenic half the time.
Right.
Because I'm like, well, I see this way, but then I see it this way, and then I go this way.
Right.
Explosion.
Right.
You know, so it's like but it's, I don't know. I find purists boring.
Well, a lot of part of the problem is, I think that and I've been saying, I'm sure you've heard me say this before because I've been saying this for literally decades. Critical thinking is so discouraged. You're supposed to be a binary thinker. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be all the way on one end or all the way on the other. And all of your opinions, you're supposed to, you're literally not allowed to say, I have mixed feelings about this or anything, or I'm conflicted about this, because then you get called wishy-washy, you get called a fence sitter.
Yeah, yes.
You have to be, and you have to be consistently, if it's politics, you have to be consistently all one or all the other, or because everybody eats their own, both liberals and conservatives, and everybody, they get so mad at you if you dare have an independent or a dissenting thought. It's very social media is more cliquish than school was growing up.
It's way worse.
Yeah,
I think it's worse because there's an audience watching, and that makes the pressure of like, did Matt just say that?
Right.
What's going on with Matt?
Right.
Like, it's like, so, and it's not, again, as a person, and I know you obviously do because you do this on shows, and I love talking. I hate politics.
Yeah.
I despise it because I think it's basically, it's kayfabe.
Yeah.
It's really, it's a wrestler guy.
Yeah, yeah.
It really is pro wrestling. And I think that people don't, it's so strange to me that we all kind of cry about it and get all mad about it. But then every 4 years, we seem to play the game again.
Right.
And then believe it's going to be different this time.
Right.
Like they're going to say something. I heard a comedian years ago say that every politician should be like a NASCAR driver's jacket and have to wear their sponsor on their coat to go, I see where you're coming from.
Right.
Because everyone's just beholden to their biggest donor.
Exactly.
So it's like that, let's just be honest about it.
Right.
So it doesn't mean they don't have feelings about something. I would say agree with the people you know. Mm-hmm. The person who is a D locally that you're friends with is not the same as the person who's a D in a Senate.
Yeah.
Or the same thing, you probably have more in common at the local level between, and these labels are silly, they're anachronistic too. I don't think that D and R mean anything anymore. I think it's much more, we're seeing a different alignment, I think, but especially right now, it's very interesting what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Again, it's another, we're going to do music, but it's fascinating to me, and I do like talking about it, just not on social media.
Yeah.
It's because it's not the right place for it.
Yeah. I can't argue with people on social media.
It's a headache. I've lost friends.
Oh yeah.
And it was like and it's so funny in hindsight. I know now that they'd be like, oh, that was a crazy thing I said.
Right.
But they ghosted me. And I was like, oh, you've known me for 25 years. And you thought that that's the interpretation you got? Because I think there was a madness in the last 10 years that happened.
Oh yeah.
I think that people went nuts.
Oh yeah.
And I think it all revolves around the totem that is Trump.
Yeah,
there's a kind of religious worship and demonizing in both ways. It's kind of like this kind of, he's either devil or a god.
Right.
And I think that religion's not a rational thing.
Right.
So we kind of all become irrational.
Agreed.
So.
It infected my family too. My dad passed away in December, and he was just like, he was very angry with me for not agreeing with him.
But before we move on from this, I know it can get really boring. This is what I'm going to say. This is my own last thing on politics. Is I think we have to stop looking at politics as a right-left thing politically. Mm-hmm. If people start thinking about there's right-brained people and there's left-brained people, and that truly is the right. Because if you're right-brained, you're more usually kind of creative person. You're intuitive.
Right.
There's a certain kind of a person that is that.
Right.
A left-brained person's more organized, and they're kind of more the people who are managers at places. There's a kind of, here's a way to do it, and there's a fairness to a certain thing. Both those are virtues.
Yep.
You want both of them. But it's hard to convince a person who's got that value over here.
Right.
It doesn't mean they're wrong.
Right.
It means that they hold a hierarchy, one thing more important than the other, than you do.
Right.
And that's all that it is. And I think if people saw, that I get it. It would make us more, because we're hating each other in a way that's weird to me.
Yeah.
There's some things. Look, I'm sure there's some things that you have a red line on. That's like that's.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But for the most part, I think we're all we're all just trying to get by, man.
Right.
It sounds like I'm kind of a hippie in an old school hippie way in that way. I'm just like, it's all just, who cares? Like, let's all just be good to one another. It sounds like a cliche, but
before we leave the subject entirely, though, I just have to ask you this, because when you and I worked together at Strawberries all those years ago, and I just remember you and me and Jeremy, and of course Lee.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Oh yeah, I love Jeremy. And every once in a while he'll send, like in Messenger, he'll send me something Kiss related that he just happened. And he's not a Kiss fan, but he'll see something, he'll say, "Oh, Matt would like this." And of course Lee, and like do you ever just kind of feel wistful for, like, it doesn't it seem like it was a simpler time?
Yes.
During I never imagined I would pine for the days of the George W. Bush administration, but I actually do.
I don't pine for the time. It's not that.
It's not the right way.
It wasn't social media.
Right.
That's the big. There was no iPhone.
Yeah.
And there was no social media.
Yeah.
And the two big. This is why, again, if you want to rock, me and many of my friends have talked about why there are no rock stars anymore. Mm-hmm. It's the phone.
Yeah.
Because if you had all the stories you hear about Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin, where there was phones everywhere.
I've never even thought about that.
That's why there's no rock stars. You have to be careful.
I've never even thought of it that way. That's a great insight, though. You're right.
Yeah, it was like, oh, that's part. Now you have to get some people who say F it.
Right.
But then they have to deal with the kind of collateral of that.
Yes.
Because there was a thing, if it was 1974, Jimmy Page was doing all kinds of things.
Right.
And there was a kind of mythology, and we didn't see it.
Right.
But it was kind of accepted, too.
Right.
Because that's what rock stars do. We live in a different time now because of social media. And again, I don't think it's good faith people for the most part who steer any ship.
Agreed.
It's the kind of angry ones who, but it's not accepted now, even though it's kind of a weird thing in the back of our head that kind of, as you're saying, you long for the days of George W. Bush. I don't.
Right.
But
I don't either.
I know what you mean by that. It was simpler, but it was a simpler time. No, I know you. I'm just
hyperbolic. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a simpler time because we weren't. It was a smaller world.
Yeah.
We know too many things. Like I was thinking about kind of like social media. You know how that superpower of being inside someone's head, we could read people's thoughts?
Right.
We kind of are now.
Yeah.
Meaning I can go to the grocery store, and if I'm Facebook friends or someone with like 5 people, I can go, oh, there's Billy. I know what he thinks.
Yeah. That's true.
It's like a weird thing. It's not healthy, though. Like,
right.
We're not supposed to know this much about each other.
Right.
And it's why I think the beauty of yesteryear for rock stars was the kind of the mystique.
Yeah.
That's why I've always thought Tool, I've always respected Tool, because you didn't know anything about them.
True.
For a modern band. Like before, that was true of everyone. But
yeah.
It was always like David Bowie was just this creature.
Yeah.
But like now everyone knows and everyone wants to be seen, which I hate.
Yes.
Like, here I am. It's boring.
It is, yeah. Here's what I had for dinner.
Yeah, especially a rock star, which there are no rock stars, but maybe I'm putting too much credence. It's because I miss that, because rock stars was it's part of my youth.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's also, I think it means something to culture. I think there's something about some girl or guy who's got swagger. I miss Courtney Love.
Yeah.
That might sound crazy. I miss Courtney. I miss early Madonna.
Yep.
Like there's no girl like that now.
Right.
And I think that like Madonna was way more cutting edge than people give her credit for.
I agree.
It's like she's not Britney Spears, as like people compared. Like she's the new some person's the new Britney Spears. The new Madonna.
Right.
Like Sabrina Carpenter. No, you don't get it.
Right.
Madonna was always going onto the underground clubs of London and Chicago and New York and finding the unknown dance music.
Right.
And making that the sound of pop.
Right.
Whereas modern pop will go, who's the guy from Sweden who does everything? Matt something, I forget his name, but he does every song.
Yeah.
These producers, I want the famous guy who can make me sound like a hit.
Right.
Boring.
Right.
Like that's not going to make, you're going to sound like everybody else.
Exactly.
Now.
Yeah.
So I miss originality. I miss Marilyn Manson. I'm never the biggest Manson fan.
Yeah.
But I love the kind of, that guy's doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That rebel spirit, I guess, of music is gone.
And he's still, and it's not like he's an example of someone who's still very active making music, but the reaction to it is not there. Like he seems passé now.
I think it's going to come back.
Do you?
I really do. I think there's a kind of, I think kids who are the children of Gen Xers think Gen X was so cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, we were.
That's right.
But no, I say this.
Yeah.
Gen X is the coolest generation.
Yeah.
We're not the greatest generation,
right.
but we're the coolest generation.
Yeah.
And because, I mean, it was a magical time to be alive, and
Yep.
art was great. Movies and
Yep.
movies and music, and it was just a cool time
Yeah.
to be alive.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons, it was a lucky time to be alive, to be fair. So to go through your kind of formative years. So
I agree. Well, very good. Well, I'm dying to hear another one. If you're just joining us, quick update for our live listeners. Dave Derby from the Dam Builders will be with us at 11:15 a.m. in the third hour. So we have secured Dave Derby, which I'm relieved about because I was bummed I didn't get to talk to him earlier. Do you remember the Dam Builders? They're a Boston band, but they were on MTV. When I first found out I was going to be interviewing Dave today, I was like, oh my God, I remembered the video for Shine. Do you remember that?
I certainly know the name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they play with, I feel like they played with someone big that I know. Like,
probably.
That I was like a really big fan of, and they were either they did a song with, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm maybe thinking the wrong band, but I definitely know the name.
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah. Well, very good. So what are you going to play for us now, Mike?
I'm going to play a newer song called Lust and Wine.
All right. Mike Loughlin is here with us live in studio.
Daylight makes me nervous, makes me want to run and hide. Memories are burning when they're put before the light. Well, some things are eternal, some things are divine. Love, it lingers lasting through all space and time. And now these ashes taste like lust and wine. And now my cup is full, but my well runs dry. An angel wings that could help me fly, but the devil's song keeps me here tonight. We'll red eyes while I'm reading this catalog of lives, your poetry and fiction, how it made me feel alive. Well, maybe I'm just jaded, now just biding time until I am released by that angel's kiss goodnight. And now these ashes taste like lust and wine. And now my cup is full, but my well runs dry. Angel wings that could help me fly, but the devil's song, it keeps me here tonight. angel wings, they could help me fly. But the devil's song, it keeps me here tonight.
Love it. I love it. Mike Loughlin is here with us live in studio. That was great. That was called Lust and Wine?
Lust and Wine.
All right. Very, very good. If you are just joining us, Mike Loughlin is here with us. He's been playing some tunes, and we've been talking, and I've known Mike for a very long time. Are you in the Five Timers Club here on the show? Have you been on...
Five times.
Probably.
On this show?
Probably.
I don't think so. I think three.
Right,
third,
right.
I think, yeah.
It's easy to lose track. Because I've interviewed you on Local Outbreak, and you've been, and you were the original host. And
we've talked, what, 4 probably times. We've done many.
Absolutely, absolutely. Remember, one of the times was at the salon at Styling Souls in Manchester. Do you remember that?
That was right. Wow, that's a long time. That was 16 years ago.
Oh my God,
that was because I was going to move to New York.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and then that all, whatever.
I
was leaving, and I was like, I did a show.
You ended up in another band.
I started another band at that time, but I was planning on it was going to end.
Yeah.
It's kind of a temporary thing because I was like, I have so much. Really, what that band was Glorious Noise, and if you remember, my old band was Mantra.
Yes.
And then, but Mantra was, it kind of grew out of itself. From what I was going, I was like, the sound that became Glorious Noise was the sound I wanted Mantra to be.
Right.
Well, at least try for a little while, try a new suit on for a little bit.
Right.
More rhythmic.
Yeah.
Which we could have because we had the people. It was just, I don't know. I think it's just life. I think some things, part of it was, we just creatively were different. And some of it was also just life happened. People had kids and that stuff happens to bands, So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know, you talked earlier about the, what is it called again? Is it dystonia?
It's called muscle tension dysphonia.
Dysphonia.
Yeah. I always get the JV version of what RFK Jr. has.
Oh, really?
Like he has the much more, you can hear it in his voice, but it's neuro, I think they say, when I went, they said it might be neurological.
Okay.
But I think it's more psychological. I've looked up online, and trust everything you read online, kids.
Right.
But they told me that when I went for vocal therapy too.
Yeah.
It could be some of that. And I also sing incorrectly.
You do? In what way?
They said I don't breathe enough.
More with your throat than
probably
with your chest.
I've never learned how to sing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like
it works for you, but
I think it's one of the. Well, that's kind of unfortunately what the therapist gal told me. She said, you've been lucky that you've got by because you're good enough at this to do, but you've probably hurt your vocal, your the way you sing is not technically correct.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, I've tried things. I can't, it's hard to break. I don't know. Sometimes I feel great.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't. It's like a hit or miss thing. So.
Yeah. Because you've been dealing with this for quite a few years now, right?
Yeah. But when I play gigs, I'm playing for 3 hours, so it gets tired.
Oh my God, yeah.
So, but that's with breaks, obviously. So it's probably about closer to like 2 and 2:10.
Yeah.
But it's still, it is what it is. So I mean, whatever. We all have our cross to bear.
Oh, of course,
so
of course.
As a singer, it sucks.
Yeah. Do you miss being in a band ever, or
yes.
do you? Yeah.
I miss feeling the kick drum.
Yeah.
That's just like one of those. Or like feeling like that kind of resonance from the bass.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually going to ask you a question about music.
Yes.
I was thinking about old bands from that era. And a band you were in.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of recordings of Viper Casino?
No, because we never got it. We never played a single show.
Did you ever rehearse?
Did
you guys record anything together?
No. So Hillman and I, we got together a bunch and just played, and then we were supposed to do a show.
I remember this.
I had a show booked in. Where was it?
I was excited for you guys because I was really close with Andrew. So
yeah. Yeah, I was excited about it because I thought the whole thing was cool as hell, and it was very bizarre.
Which was cool.
Yeah, that's part of what I was excited about. I was like, this is so far out of anything I've done. And then he just totally blew me off. Because leading up to the show, he just stopped communicating with me.
That stinks.
But I don't know if you remember, he did eventually apologize to me.
I mean, he's a nice dude.
Yeah. Because you were with him when he did. Because he came in... I was at FYE in Concord.
Oh, okay.
And you guys came into the mall that day,
wow,
and he actually came and apologized to me. Good. This was like years later.
Yeah.
But he finally said, "I'm sorry," and he said something about he was just going through a lot at the time. And
was it similar to what he was doing as Viper?
Yeah, the idea was it was going to be what he was doing as Viper, but I was going to play bass. I was going to be his live bass player, and we were going to do this thing where he'd be in the Viper, his Viper costume or whatever you want to call it. It was all crazy. And I was going to wear a suit. So it would be that contrast.
Like a wrestler and his manager.
Yeah. Or kind of like, he's Viper and I'm the pit boss of the casino or something, because it was Viper Casino. That was what it was going to be. And I was so excited about it. And then we had a show booked. It was going to be our first show together as Viper Casino. And he just, but I'll tell you this. That remains one of my favorite interviews I've ever done. Before Viper, when he was his Viper and he just started as Viper, and I interviewed him, and it remains to this day one of my favorite interviews because he's totally in character the entire time,
totally committed, and
it was hilarious. It was when I think
I was there.
You probably were there for that.
Was that in his barn?
No.
Okay, there was something I remember. I think I was there for this, though.
I mean, I vividly remember the barn. And I remember
he was there, too, for that.
Yeah, I remember you being there for stuff. Yeah, because I think we did a follow-up. But he was... this was when I was hosting the Metal Classroom on RageRockRadio.com.
Okay.
So it was like my first time ever hosting my own show. And... or eventually the Metal Classroom became the Hidden Track. And I can't remember if it was still the Metal Classroom or if it had become the Hidden Track at that point. But yeah, and it was, do you remember Hammer? You must have met Hammer at some point.
I don't by name.
Hammer owned RageRockRadio.com. I've completely lost touch with him. He's out of the music scene entirely as far as I know. But so he owned Rage Rock, so he gave me the gig hosting that show. And Viper was one of my first interviews on that show on RageRockRadio.com. And yeah, he was totally in character and it was hilarious.
I saw him do... I'm not sure if it was his first show. It might have been.
Yeah.
It was either his first or second show. I went with him.
Yeah.
It was somewhere in Mass, Revere, Mass or something.
Oh.
And
it was at the Jump Off.
I don't remember the name of the club.
I'm pretty sure it was at the... No.
Wild.
Yeah, the Jump Off in Lawrence or something.
I don't remember. It's all blurry to me, but it was wild watching all these bands would play, and then he got up there in full mask, and smoke machine, and just these random repeated loop techno, like Skinny Puppy. It was like this wild thing. It was just, and that for me, first I was just kind of proud of my friend doing it.
Yeah,
it's like he's committed, and it was kind of great to see him come alive and do it.
Yeah,
because if anyone knows, we're talking about Andrew Hillman. I've known him forever. He was in 2 of my bands.
Yeah, very talented.
He is also... I wish he's a natural born rock star.
Yeah.
And he's so good at it. And he's a great bass player. I played bass with him.
Oh, yeah.
So, but he has a totally interesting vibe of, he was committed to something that was totally unique.
And he's hilarious too.
He's very funny.
Very funny. But yeah. And I remember that night too, because I was at that show. And he said something about wanting to have a band, like maybe having a bass player. And I was like, oh, really? Because I'll do it.
You're that easy, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I was.
Or just you're intrigued.
I was so into it because it was so strange and so cool. I was like, dude, if you want me to play with you, I'll play. Hell yeah.
That's funny.
But it never got off the ground. Anyway. So you were, now when I first met you, you were in Something, the band Something.
Worst band name of all time, but whatever it is, what it is.
But Something, I feel like Something kind of became Mantra. Am I correct?
If I'm totally being honest, it's all been kind of one thing.
Because it's
just
all
growing.
Because it's all, each successive band has had some of the same members, right?
And I've written 95% of the songs, and I kind of knew, my thing is that I'm not capable of pulling it off like I'm not Billy Corgan. You know, I can do it in the studio, just do everything myself.
Right.
And I like being in a band. It's part of the beauty of like John Belfontaine. When I was in something, it was me and Hillman. We're just playing in a barn.
Yep.
And then I had these songs I was working on, but then John came in and started playing lead over them. I was like, whoa, what is that? That's exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't playing the blues.
Yeah.
And I was like, John can play the blues.
Yeah.
And he does work it into his style.
He's enormously talented,
but like he
too.
was doing something that was like a universe of sound. And I was like, oh, that's what we need. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. And that kind of, and if you remember, we were so naive. Other than John, I think the three of us, me, Sean, and Andrew, were we're working through our abilities. We weren't like great players. I certainly wasn't. I can definitely at least own that for myself. Sean, we gave him the bass. Yeah. Because he's like, oh, we need a bass player.
Oh, no kidding.
So he was cool enough to do it. But like, we were just naive. And we happened to have, I think I wrote decent songs. And then John could really slay on guitar. And so we were a good band. I don't think we had to grow. And I think Mantra was more songwriter based.
Okay.
The songs were more focused. I think they were more like concise.
Yeah.
And then I had both Gary Mayhew on drums, who's phenomenal. Yeah. And then Sean, who's a pure great rock and roll drummer. Yeah. I love Sean. Thinks like a producer and not like a drummer. Yeah. You've been like he thinks the whole song. Yes. Which is that's so awesome. Yeah. As a guy who like. Sean's the best. Yeah. I wish he was going to be here tonight. I was hoping, but I'll be playing a show with Sean. That's one thing I wanted to say. Yeah. I do it kind of almost a year. They do it at Giuseppe's in Meredith. They have a music memorial to raise money for a kid going to college for music. Okay. So Sean's going to be playing drums, and I got a guy named Lou Perazzo playing piano. Okay. And we're kind of like headlining. It sounds stupid, but we're the last band on. Although Tim Terrio, you know who Tim Terrio is? No, I don't know Tim. No, he's amazing. Yeah, he's been playing forever. He went on tour with Sully from Godsmack. Yeah, he was his guitar player. Oh, okay. He was a big Portsmouth. I forget the name of the band he was in. I feel horrible saying that, but he plays everywhere, kind of in the Portsmouth area. Okay, he's great. He's a phenomenal. I saw him play years ago at somewhere else. And he played "In the Meantime" by who did that? That's Space Hog? Space Hog. Yeah. I couldn't think of it, and it was so good. Really? Yeah. I was like, oh, he's playing that song? Yeah. Because when you do the circuit playing cover songs, you hear the same ones. Oh, of course. So it's like, oh, he did that, and they did "Sabotage" by the Beastie Boys. I was like, that's great. Yeah. So and he's just great. Yeah. So I love seeing people who can do great things that I can't do. Mm-hmm. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll have to get him on the show. Tim Terrio is his name? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he's just kind of doing the circuit now, but he plays professional, whatever you want to call it. He's a hired gun. Yeah. Because he's a phenomenal guitar player. Oh, wow. Oh, very cool. Very cool. We have time. Do you want to play one more? Sure. Do you want me to do a newer one, or do you want me to do an older one? What do you want me to do? I'm really enjoying hearing the new stuff. Okay. If you're just joining us, Mike Loughlin is here with us live in studio. And, the other two you played were pretty new, right? Both within the last half a year. Yeah. So. Yeah. You've always been pretty prolific, right? Have you ever had a drought as a songwriter? Have you ever? I would say yes. You have? Toward the tail end of Mantra. Really? It was more because when you're in a band, you get together and like you have like what you're doing. I didn't have anywhere to bring it. So I have a lot of songs playing right now. They're more acoustic based because I'm playing acoustic guitar by myself out. Yeah. But I do write more kind of ones that would be meant for a band. Yeah. But I kind of just go, what's the point of doing that right now? Because I can't do anything with it. Right. So I focus more on the acoustic ones. In Mantra, I was starting to, Red Letter Day was written in Mantra. Yeah. I wrote it on keyboard because I wanted this kind of wave sound. Okay. And I was like, I don't think that band would have played it. Oh, okay. So I was like, I want to start doing, I wanted to start doing other things. And I think everyone was kind of like, we were doing well. Yeah. And like that kind of kept us going. Yeah. But I think we all were interested in other things at that point in time to everyone's fairness. So they're probably all sick of me. All right. What are you going to play for us? I'll play another newer one called A Space Inside Your Mind. All right. Mike Loughlin live in studio with us.
A
sentimentalist, oh, don't call me at all. Well, it is just as it's always been. It's gonna be your call. Well, I may have built a pedestal and put you standing on, but you live up to a fantasy. I guess that was my fault. I'm not saying I was able, things they didn't go as planned. Like Cheryl said, I wasn't strong enough to be your man. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I'm not asking for your time, just asking for space inside your mind. Now get me to a church so I can deal with all my sins. Well, loving wasn't one of them. For you it's always been, and always will be, something I keep buried in my soul. Well, it's over now, yeah, blah, 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 I had to see it go. Well, I'm not saying I was able, things they didn't go as planned. Like Cheryl said, I wasn't strong enough to be your man. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I'm not asking for your time, I'm just asking for space inside your mind. Well, I hated that it faded. Sometimes promises of love just can't be kept. To be wanted and then be haunted. Well, all the feelings I had then, they never left, but they came to rest. Well, call me a sentimentalist, or don't call me at all. Well, it is just as it's always been. It's gonna be your call. Well, I may have built a pedestal and put you standing on, but you live up to a fantasy. I guess that was my fault. I'm not saying I was able, things they didn't go as planned. Like Cheryl said, I wasn't strong enough to be your man. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I'm not asking for your time, I'm just asking for space inside your mind. Yeah, space inside your mind. Oh, space inside your mind. Inside your mind.
Oh, fantastic. Mike Loughlin here with us live in studio. Now, do you have any shows this weekend, Mike?
Nope.
When's your next show? We should plug your next.
Next Friday, I'm in a place called the Newfound Inn.
Okay.
In Alexandria. So
okay.
There you go.
Very good. Next Friday night. Yeah. All right.
But whatever. Yeah.
What time do you go out?
So bad at this. I think it's 6 to 8.
Okay, 6 to 8. All right. Well, so where should people go? I ask everybody this. I know you hate this question.
You can go and find me at LedZeppelin.com.
Wow, no kidding.
No, I don't have any sites. I should be. I'm the worst at this in the entire world. I know I get people all the time asking me the question, "Oh my God," and I was like, and it's very kind, it's very sweet, and it's like I know I should. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't think of me playing cover songs as a big deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I play my original. I work 7 or 8 of them in every gig I play.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But I'm happy for the people who see me. I don't think going to see a cover artist is not a thing people do.
Right.
They go out for the night, and if there's a person there, yes. And there's people that they like. They go, I'll go see them again every once in a while because I like that person playing. Maybe there's those who people go to every one of their shows. That seems insane to me.
Right.
But God bless you for supporting those people.
Yeah.
I just get sick of hearing myself. I can't imagine other people getting sick of hearing me. So playing the same songs because I just don't. I'm really lazy about learning new songs. So I don't care about cover songs.
Yeah.
So I go, I know that one. Randomly, I'll play a song. If I'm working on a song, go, oh, that sounds like that song.
Yeah.
And then I'll just suddenly, I'll play that song.
Right.
I have to like it though. So I can't just go, oh, here's a question for you, Dr. Matt.
Yes.
You're a man about town. When you go, what do you think is the most requested song by people to go, oh my God, can you play this song?
That's a great question.
It used to be Freebird kind of as a joke.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what it is.
Maybe What's Up by Four Non Blondes?
I think that's up there. I think the ones I think are Country Road.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm always like, okay, look, it's Friday night. I'm sure if you come tomorrow, the guy here is going to do it. I'm sure if you come here next Friday, the guy will do it. I'm sure if you come the next night after that, the person will do it. It's every time. So I don't play that song.
Yeah.
Here's Low by Cracker.
Yeah.
Because you know it, but it's not done to death.
Right. Right. That's true.
There's certain songs that everyone wants to hear every time they're out.
That is true.
And maybe that's understandable. I don't know. I try to be forgiving on that stuff, but really? Every time.
I'm the same way. I don't get it.
So
I don't get it. Yeah.
Fire, Sublime, Where It's At. What I Got.
What I Got. Yeah.
I was thinking of Beck's Where It's At. That would be cool.
That would be. That would be. Oh, well, very good. Well, Mike, this is always a pleasure, my friend.
Fantastic. As well, Dr. Matt Connerton.
We need to not let another however many years it's been go by before you come back.
Right on. Hopefully I can get somebody else. Again,
Sean
Ouellette could have... He's cool to talk to, too.
Oh, yeah. Sean's great.
I sometimes feel like I'd love to have someone else here to kind of bounce off of, but...
yeah, definitely.
It's just fun because I can talk myself, and it's fun to talk to you because you're a good interviewer, Matt.
Thank you.
That's why you deserve to take the job from me. I was horrible at it.
Oh, local outbreak.
I kind of always envision it. It is kind of the only kind of plus of it for me is I kind of envision it the way most podcasts are now.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a hang at like a bar with musicians.
Right.
And so I remember talking the way you'd talk at a bar.
Right.
And it was not... you're much better at this than I was. I was kind of like asking questions a certain way, but it felt too informal.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I just didn't have the acumen that you have.
No, thank you. No, I appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate that very much.